Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And peace and blessings to the elect of Israel out there that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Alright, the Spirit is going out, to be on your watch, to sharpen up and fast more and cut off more worldly things, man. We're trimming up, we're shaping up, because we're in the last times. I'm just gonna jump right into the scriptures. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Alright? So that's talking about the nuclear missiles. Alright? Everything's going to get burnt up, alright, on this side. Alright? Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Alright? So we're coming to the end of these prophecies, man. It's make or break time. So what manner of person shall you be in all holy conversation and godliness? Alright, holy conversation, you should be talking to brothers more. That's the main point that I wanted to get at in this lesson is, cutting off relationships in the world that are taking time away from brothers. Whether it's relationship with a chick or a so-called friend in the world, or a family member, you're trying to spend time with family, or if it's with work, you gotta cut that off, man, because we're coming into the end times and giving into holy conversation, because no other people have are talking about these things. Your everyday conversation at work, they aren't talking about the prophecies. They're not talking about Jacob's trouble. They're not trying to uplift you and prepare you for what's coming. You're only going to find that with the Akim, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Proverbs. This is Proverbs 27, verse 17. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. Because you should have brothers sharpening each other, man. Every time y'all fellowship, y'all should have an uplifting conversation. Y'all should always talk about prophecies. It should be as like if your conversation, if somebody was videotaping it, it would have been an edifying video. Because your conversation shouldn't be what Sunday night football or college football was, or you bitching and moaning about what happened at work. Shit, I can talk to anybody about that. I want to have more conversations that comfort me, man. That I can actually, relate to, because there's things in this world that happen on the day-to-day that remind you of scriptures. But if you want to talk about that to co-workers or people at your school or whatever, they're gonna look at you crazy, man. Because only the Akim can relate to this thing. That's why it's very important to stay connected to them. I'm gonna get my next scripture real quick. I'm gonna go to Matthew chapter 10. Alright, verse 37. Or I'll start at verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Alright, this is Yahushua talking. So if you're putting, relationships that you have with worldly people before, our Lord, you're not worthy of them. You know that saying, bros before hoes? I mean, that, Akim shouldn't be falling out the truth for a woman, man. Or for anything. You can't put anything before Yahushua. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth me is not worthy of me. So whatever hell you're catching and you can't man up and just take it, you're not worthy of them. You gotta be bold in the face of adversity, man. Me personally, I've been kicked out of my house when I was in high school because my parents they basically didn't want to they wanted to disown me because I was in the truth. I mean, now I worked it out. It's just a test, but that's gonna be nothing to the time that we're coming into during Jacob's trouble. Family members are gonna sell you out. The so-called friends that you think that you have in the world, they're gonna sell you out. They're gonna put lies on you. They're gonna say anything just to save their ass, even if that means throwing you under the bus. So it's important to cut off these relations, trim off these relationships, and get closer with your camp. All right, get closer to brothers. Go out to camp more. Because I see all these views that some brothers are getting, but I don't see the camp numbers, man. Which I know a lot of you are 2/3. Y'all are gonna die if y'all just take this these messages as a joke. These are deadly serious messages. But I think that is all the scriptures I had. I hope this video was edifying. And actually I had one more. Slakia. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to do good works. Alright? And that word provoke means to annoy. Constantly bugging your brother to hey, make a video. Hey, let's make a video. To the point of annoyance to where they give into it. That's what provoking means. Or putting fear in brothers, That's why, the scriptures say we persuade men with fear of the Lord. Alright? Verse 25, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together. So don't put off, don't forsake fellowship, man, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, alright, which is encouraging, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. Right, because we're getting to the end of this thing, so you should want to get with brothers more. I look back at when I first joined my camp, and look at my camp today, and we've grown much. We got a lot closer, man. It's a beautiful thing. But I know that there's a lot much more room to get closer. We can grow even more. And I don't mean in numbers. I mean grow together. form stronger bonds in between each other. That's what I mean by growing. But yeah, exhorting one another, which is like uplifting, because sometimes, yeah, you put the fear of the Lord into brothers, but sometimes you need that uplifting, you know. In fact, my coach, my wrestling coach, he was really good at this. He was really good at putting the pressure on you, but at the same time uplifting you. It was like a perfect balance um, of fear and confidence. He wouldn't you know put he wouldn't encourage you to the point where you're over prideful or overconfident and you know think that you were the best and didn't need practice, or you took your opponent lightly. But he also didn't put the fear in you to where you didn't think you were good enough. He always and the main way he did it was, hey, the team's counting on you, and there's no other better person than you. So it's like he put that pressure on you, but at the same time he was like, hey, we need you. That's how you got to look at yourself in this truth. The scriptures say we endure all things for the elect's sake. The elect are counting on you to wake them up, man. So, and the Most High did that with Moses. Moses was like beating himself up. He was like, well, I stutter. Why should I be the one to bring Israel out of Egypt? And he's like, look, man, I chose you. All right? My people are depending on you. Now go out and do it. But you won't hear the words of encouragement from people in the world. The people in the world will tell you to give up hope, like Job's wife did. Job's wife told Job to curse the Most High and die. These are worldly people, man. But the Akim are gonna push you, push you out of your comfort zone. Make you strive for the crown, man. The crown of life, for the kingdom. Alright? That's why it's vitally important to get with brothers more. Alright? To put the Most High first. Alright? So with that, I hope this video was uplifting and edifying, and shalom.